guys, welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we're going to be looking at the euro dollar, and we're also going to be looking at the dollar Japanese yen. We're going to be looking at what the market gives us, just analyzing the market a little bit, the charts, and then we're also going to be looking at the COT data to see what the big banks and institutes are doing with the longs and shorts in the market. So on the monthly time frame on Euro USD, what we can see is that there is a resistance level at the top. So we can see that this level has been tapped a second time, and price has made this huge movement to the downside. And we can also see there is a area of support that it is currently at. I wouldn't say quite it's broken it yet. The month is still on. It's not finished with the month. So let's have a look at this candle. What it does, will it break below the support area? And if it does, we can expect price to carry down, basically retest and carry down. So let's just keep an eye on that and see what it does. A weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, what we can see is this huge movement to the downside. Let's just make it a little bit, there we go, huge movement to the downside. What we can do is we take our Fibonacci, we take it from the high, there we go, from the high to the low. And then what we can see is that this area, just want to mark this out. There's an area here, a very key area that we see price at currently. Okay, just mark that out. So what we can see is price been coming up and almost touching this 38.2%. Not quite yet. There's also this area between, let's call it between the 35. There we go. Between the 38 and the 50%. That's also a key area. So now, is price gonna, this area of resistance over here, will price break that area to come and test that 38 and between the 38.2 and the 50%, and then head down again? Or will price respect this area here of resistance and then head its way down again? So this is now the key. Where is this retracement going to go? So this is where we, to measure, or not to measure that, we've measured that already, but to drill down more, we go to the daily time frame. And let's see. Before we place any trades, we just need confirmation, guys. So I mean, it's just doing analysis, going from the monthly, weekly, you move down to the daily, you get your analysis, you look at what the market is doing. So on a daily time frame, what we can see is there's this key area over here. Let's just see. And this is the area that the price is kind of finding itself now. So you can see that there was a big movement to the downside. It came up to retest. Let's have a look at the Fibonacci. So let's take it from the high to the low. And look at that. Look at how nicely this area of resistance, there was a support and resistance, how this area falls nicely between the 50 and the 38.2%. Price came up, it tapped it, it retested it again, and currently there's a lot of pressure from the top for price to go down to the downside. So let's get some more confirmation. Let's look at the COT reports. So we want to look at the euro. Here we go. This is now the euro, measuring it against the dollar. So what we can see here is there has been a change in longs, meaning there's been some longs taken out the market. It went from 210 to 207, and a lot more shorts being put into the market by the big banks and institutes. So it went from 92,000 shorts to 118, almost 119 shorts, basically making our net position went from 118,000 positions to 89 positions. So meaning it's getting weaker. So they're pushing the euro down. So this is the likely scenario that's going to happen in this week ahead. So price might actually just come for the last little bit, come and push up, maybe again into that zone, and then from there on, it's going to start melting down. So that is my analysis on the euro. Let's have a quick look at UJ, US dollar, Japanese yen. Let's go down to the monthly. Okay, so on a monthly time frame, let's just expand this a little bit. Here we go, and we can see nicely. So on a monthly time frame, we can see this area over here. This is where the dollar is finding itself now. So basically, this was a nice area of, and it's been an area of resistance. It was support, broke through, turned resistance, tested, comes up to test it, basically another time. So let's have a look here. We take the Fibonacci, because of this movement to the upside, we take the Fibonacci from the low to the high, just to measure that retracement. Just want to show you guys something. So basically, you see the market went up, came back to retest this nice area over here, and this is also a nice it's a nice support area. You can see how price have been respecting this area of support, resistance, coming down, broke it, came down, tap it basically, and then started moving up. So you can see how, let's just make it all neat and nice, how that 38% was nice. So for you, coming up, coming down, placing a trade, going up. I mean, this is monthly. I mean, this happened a couple of 2-3 months ago. So it's just to show you how this Fibonacci plays out as well in those key areas, together with your support and resistance. So let's go down to the weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, let's just expand this a little bit more. Okay. So on a weekly time frame, again, top-down analysis, we look at the top, we can see this area over here. Let's expand it a little bit more. There we go. Just make it nicer. So we can see that area in the top, and then we can see this huge movement to the upside as well that we find ourselves in. Then we can see this price moving down again, basically touching this resistance level to the top. Let's take our Fibonacci. Hang on, let's just move our Fibonacci. I just wanted to show you here. See this huge movement to the top. Yep. Right from there, from where it broke. Here we go. So you can see that price consolidated here a little bit. It broke out. So I'll take Fibonacci from the low to the high. See how this area over here, nice, poof, right in the 50% to the 61%. Came back, retested, pushed its way up again. So you can see it came down, touched this 50% area, and it's in the golden area as I call it, and it started heading its way up again. This is the weekly time frame. Let's go down to the daily. We see, like I said, we see that the price is on this resistance area. Let's have a look at the daily time frame to see what price is going to do. So, okay, just to make it nicer. There we go. That's much better. So basically, what we see here. Going to pull some trend lines. I just saw the bottom one. Let's look at the top one. There we go. Let's make it better. And we can drag it down a little bit. There we go. So, the zone. It's the zone. That looks much better. So we can see that price have been making its higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, meaning it's in an uptrend on a daily time frame. In between those two trend lines, we can also see that currently there is this this area here, let's call it. It's a nice resistance area. If we have to scroll out more, you can actually extend it. You can see that that's our resistance area that price is currently at. It's right there by the trend line. It's slowly but surely it's coming down. So price came up and it came down. So let's just measure this, because price came down from the bottom to the top. It made its move to the upside for a little retracement. You can see that from the bottom it made its way to the upside. So we want to see what the retracement is, and you can see here, just want to expand it a little bit. There we go. So you can see how price came up, came and tested or basically touched this area of the 50% almost. Basically just between the 38.2 and the 50%. I mean, UJ loves doing this, or touching or going into this 38.2% for retracement. And then currently it is in this zone. You know, there's a scenario that price might come down again to come and fully touch this area here, right there. And then from there, it might just go up. Or is price going to carry on up to the upside to break this trend line? Because I mean, it's been pushing, it hasn't really come down to come and test the bottom trend line. It's just been crawling up this top trend line the whole time. Is it time for price to actually break it, to come and retest it, and then head its way up? So to get more confirmation on this, let's just go to the COT reports, and we're looking at the Japanese yen. So here we can see Japanese yen, longs and shorts being put in the market. There has been longs that's been put in the market, and then a lot more shorts, meaning it is pushing the price or the Japanese yen down. So it's weakening the Japanese yen. A lot more people putting shorts in the market for the yen. So basically, that little bit of so if because it's the US, we're measuring it against US dollar versus Japanese yen. If the Japanese yen had to get stronger, price would push down. If it had to go weaker, a lot more shorts being put in the market, price is going to move up, because then the dollar gets, or the yen gets weaker, and hence the dollar gets stronger against the two pairs. So we can see, let's just go back. I just wanted to show you, you can see that little bit of longs being put in the market, then the more shorts. So this is why I'm saying we can expect price to come down and test that, and then maybe go up. And then maybe go up to go test that trend line again. So that is my analysis on the USD Japanese yen, UJ, and also Euro USD. Guys, use this COT report as confirmation. And again, don't just trade blindly on the markets. Use these support and resistance Fibonacci's, guys. They're awesome to trade with. And you can see how these levels get respected. That COT report in the description, I've put a link to where you can download it on my website. Go and have a look at it. It's updated. I update it on a weekly basis. So yeah, use it, and let me know what you guys think. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, guys. You know, hit that notification bell just for more analysis, more strategies coming your way, so you don't miss out on them. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful weekend, and yeah, let's see what the market does. Happy trading, guys.